Hello and welcome to Production Process on TILSOFT, adapted solution for furniture industry. My name is Han, business analyst. Today, I would like to focus on three things. First, how to set up the process, create work order, bill of material, and planning, and how to start the process for production. Now, I will back to TILSOFT system and show you the detailed information of production process on TILSOFT. First of all, we will uh, set up the process for Russian on TILSOFT. As you know that all the Russian will based on the work center and we have access to Russian category and work center. In this module, TILSOFT will show you on the work center as your factory, for example, frame, bandit, weaving, finishing, or packing. For each work center, we will manage code name, operation time, default cost, capacity, and beside that, we manage planning time for each work order and working time for each work order. And we have default warehouse for each work center. After create work center, we give great production team of each work center. For example, we have work center frame, so we can create a frame 1 for frame 2, frame 3, or Russian team on this work center. And for each Russian team, we also manage the operation time, cost, capacity, and a person responsible of each Russian team. Beside that, we have a checkbox outsource here. If you click on the outsource, that means this Russian team is outside of your factory, or unclick if this Russian team is in your factory. After create work center and Russian team, we will create operation sequence. Operation sequence, for example, for each Russian type, we have a process to Russian. For example, we have alumni wood standard. For each OB sequence, we will define all the work center include in the Russian and the sequence of each work center. In this case, it means that the first step we need to put product in frame, and after that we will paint and assembly the product, and after that we will packing. Packing is the final step on this operation. After create OB sequence and work center, we have a finish to set up how we have finished to set up process of production. The next step, I will move to how to create work order, bill of material, and planning. We have first we have a report tooling between sale order and work order. We can access to purchasing report, and we have sorry, we have a rough report. On this report, it will show you the list of sale order and work order that we have created based on sale order. For example, I will select I want to find out the information of sale order 39155 and L. In this report, TILSOFT will show you the list of products we have a great based on sale order. For example, in this sale order number, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 item. 5 item. So on this column, it will show you the work order that you have created based on sale order, and this is the order number, order quantity of sale order. And when you create work order, it will show the production quantity here, and remain quantity to show you that you need to create more work order. I will focus on the this line, the code of that F802. You can see that the order quantity is 102,000, and we have created two work order, LSX 9 and LSX 1467, and the total produced is 500. In that case, we need to create produce 700 for this item. So based on this information, I will create new work order. You are set to Russian work order to create new work order. Click here to create new work order. First, we need to define the code of work order. For example, LSX09112. We have a three type of work order. First is match to order. That means we create work order based on sale order. Or we can create a work order based on match to stock. That means we will produce and put it in a stock. Or match to sample or pre-order. In this case, I will select a match to order. In some case, you can create a work order based on pre-order. But in that case, we just need to create new work order. So I click no. The default of work order when you create is open. You can input the start date, for example, on the next month, and we have finished on November. And as the first step, when I set up the process, we need to define the OB sequence of this work order. In this case, I will choose Alu language standard OB sequence. You can put client here based on your information. We will find out the list of sales order. In this case, I choose client here, and you can see I need to input the order here. Yeah, I choose wrong client number. Based on the sale order number, TILSOFT will list down the list of products in that sale order. You can see we have a 5 item here, and I will choose the item cost FA03 with the order quantity 100 and 1000 and 2000. You click select, and you will put the produce quantity here. In that case, I need to create a new work order with the produce quantity of 700, and click save button. And you see that you have finished to create a new work order. The next step after create work order, we need to create a bill of material. As you know, that bill of material is a very important step in production. In this step, we will declare the detailed information of material for each step. We have many options to create bill of material here. You can import from Excel file, or you can based on the information of previous work order. In this case, I will choose the BOM from the order work order. For example, I see that the work order here have the same information of the code here. So I will choose and click copy BOM. Yes. Because in TILSOFT we have a store own bill of material of this model. So when you copy from the order code, TILSOFT will automatic update previous bill of material to this work order. And you can see that we have this bill of material will based on OB sequence. uh, in the obey sequence alumni good standard, we have 4 steps: frame, bandit, assembly, and backing. So when I copy from another bomb, it will based on this over sequence. And for each work center, we have defined the detailed material here, the code name, norm, based on production quantity. TILSOFT will show the total norm, and you can click here to add more material. For example, in this case, I want to add the material. You just put the short name and TILSOFT will automatic update new item here, and you just need input the norm here. Click OK. You can see that I have add more material in this step. And you can see that for the model FA03, we have 3 bits. First bit is right arm, left arm, and table. So in the view of material, we also show detailed information of each bit like that. Okay, I have deleted the item that I have added. So after check again, and you can click save button to save the view of material of the order. One more important thing that we have TILSOFT will automatically generate the code of component of each bit here. You can see in this step, we also create a new item of component in Russian item. Yeah, you can see that when we define when we add a new bomb, TILSOFT will automatically generate the code of component. For example, when we put the material to create a new frame, and TILSOFT will define the new component with the code here, the code and the name here. And beside that, we also add this component into Russian item to manage. After creation, so we have a finish to create bill of material of this work order, and you can back to the work order, click F5 button to refresh. So TILSOFT will show the detailed information of bill of material here. After the Russian department check the bomb again, and they will change the status to confirm frame. In if they just want to confirm the material for frame work center, they can click here to confirm frame. Or if they want to confirm all the material in this work order, they have to select confirm all and click yes. Okay, so we have a finished to create work order and build up material. Next step, we will start the process for production of work order. So back to the work order, I will file the work order that have grade 0911. Yeah, the work order number 09112 that I have grade in the previous step. So now I will put this work order to Russian. The first step to Russian, we need to create uh, Purchasing request, that means we want to verify all the material that we need to produce. So click here to select the work order and click the button purchase request. TILSOFT will based on bill of material of this work order and show the list of request quantity here. You can see that all the material here will based on bill of material. Beside that, we will show the detailed quotation of each item here, and the user just need to put the ETA date. For example, we need material 1 week before start production, and you can add the remark here. And click Save button. After you save purchasing request, all the purchasing department will receive this information and they will have a plan to buy the material and make sure that all material are available on this date for production. So after create purchasing request, we will put the material for production. To delivery material for production, user can input directly on this screen. They just need to select the work order and click on the button delivery. You can see that all the transaction for production will based on work order number. So all the user just need to remember on this screen, user will select which work center that they want to issue material. For example, in this case, I want to issue material for Bantic work center and for team first team. And automatic TILSOFT will based on bill of material to show the detailed information that we have a delivery material. In this screen, you can see that we have a two type of material. First, material and a component. In this case, I just want to issue material, and you can see the norm of each product and a total norm for all the work order. And user just need to input the quantity here. Very easy to input data. For example, they will input 200 kilo of power, and you can see the for the work order 0911 we have a three bits, right arm, left arm, and table, and we will issue material for each bit of work order. User warehouse keeper will input the quantity of material here, and after that they click on the save button. In this case, TILSOFT will update the issue quantity of each work order and the total delivery here. Because next step, if the warehouse keeper issue the material for Bantic again, they can based on the total delivery to know that the exactly number to issue. And after the Bantic work center finish production, they will make the receiving note to warehouse. To manage production on TILSOFT, we will based on the delivery node and receiving node to know exactly what the number of produced and the total of material to issue for production. In this case, after the bandit finish production, they will make a receiving node and they will make the receiving from team to warehouse, and TILSOFT will know exactly what is the number of components they have finished. And in this case, we have keep budget input, for example, based on work order. I will click on the you can see that in this work order we need to produce 700 item, and to make the 700 item we need 700 frame wood banded. And in this case, if the band have a finish, they have input the number of 700 here, or maybe in some case they just have a finish 400 of left arm, and now they have finished 700 table, and they click here to save. So if you want to know exactly what happened with the work order 05117, you can access to a report. That's the master Gantt chart. On this report, we will show the detailed information of work order with a four status: finished, over schedule, in production, or open. And or you can filter all the work order have a start date form to. In this case, I just want to know what happened with my work order 0911 and 2. So you can see that this is a detailed information of this work order. They show that when the work order start and when they finish. You can click here to see the detailed information of work order. Very directly. And if you want to know what happened with your work order, you can click on in production status. TILSOFT will show the detailed information. For example, this work order have a finish, the number here. This report will show based on the work center percent complete, and they have the blend quantity, receive quantity, produce quantity, and remain quantity. For more detail, you can see on the work order. For example, I want to know what happened with work order have a start from last week. From last week. Yeah. That you can see the owner report here on the work order here. You want, in case that you want to know how many work order have over schedule, you just need to select the select over schedule here and click the generate report. In this case, TILSOFT will show all the work order have over schedule. You just want to know what happened with our schedule in the work center frame. So in this report, you can see the detailed information of each work order, all the detailed information on your factory. And that's it. Next step, I will show you the detailed information for report on production. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your time, and bye bye.